This week on Wildcat News, we are introduced to the new voices of West Johnston.
There is a buzz over Italian Ice.
And a student's musical talent is revealed.
All these stories and more coming up because Wildcat News starts now.
Good morning, West Johnston. I'm Marissa Prendergast.
And I'm Landry Connors. With a new school year comes new morning announcers. Greyson Betz reports on the unfamiliar voices.
There are fresh new voices on the morning announcements. Sophomore Morgan Pleasant explains that she's getting accustomed.
The more I do it, the more excited I get about being able to do it all the time. When I first started out, I was completely nervous and I was shaking and I was shakily holding the phone.
Sophomore Cameron Burton plans to leave his mark.
I am not trying to be Eric Bean. I don't want to be Eric Bean. He was a great person, don't get me wrong, but I want to leave my own mark, be my own person. You could be possibly one of the first few people to say good morning to someone in the morning through the announcements.
Pleasant comments on how she thinks others portray her.
It's a little nerve-wracking knowing that people are going to know me just from my voice, but honestly, because it's my first year doing it, my first time doing it, I don't expect people to really recognize me as much.
Burton expresses how having his voice be heard all over school has impacted him socially.
I talk in the hallways, of course, because I like to talk, and people kind of turn around and look at me and like, were you doing the announcements? And I'm like, yeah, it's pretty cool. When I came to high school, I said I was going to be the quiet kid who just graduated and no one was going to know him. I wanted to be remembered as someone, so this kind of helps.
I'm Greyson Betz, Wildcat News.
Thanks, Greyson. A new school year means new faces, even in the teaching department.
First day I was a little nervous, not knowing any of the teachers, not knowing anyone in administration, not knowing any of the kids other than the couple of girls on my golf team. But other than that, once I came in, saw everyone smiling and gotten to know them, it was a fun time that first day.
Not all staff members plan on teaching high school. PE instructor Elrod Morris explains why he got involved.
When I was in college, I actually was going to major in business at first, but the business classes were all mostly offered at night. It was very hard to go to business class and football practice. So a couple of my friends were majoring in education, and Winston-Salem State University is known as a teacher's college. And I love coaching, and I love playing the game and working with young people. And I wanted to coach and teach high school.
I originally didn't plan on coming to West Johnston. I was working at Smithfield Selma as a coach, and I was here last year for a job fair, and I loved everything about this school.
Becoming a mentor of the youth can come with likes and dislikes.
Favorite thing about teaching is just getting to work with kids that are struggling. I get to try and help them out, and kids that are doing very well. It kind of gives you a little bit of a gratification to see them do well.
What I don't like about teaching is sometimes students are stereotyped because of their environment they come from. And that's the part I don't like. So I try to treat all the young people the same, encourage them all to do well in life.
It's a little hot in here. I could go for something cold right about now.
Well, you might be interested in some Italian Ice. Hannah Creech informs us.
On June 1st, a branch of the Sunset Slush franchise opened on Highway 50. Junior Summer Lanier loves the personal atmosphere of the shop.
When you walk in, you feel really welcomed, and it's really warm and inviting with the bright colors. The people that work there are very nice. They're very fast and quick, and it's not like you're in line for a long time. They have a conversation with you, and you can tell they care about their customers a lot.
From a house to a gas station to a conceal and carry class, owner Courtney Saul says the building has been around since 1946.
My father-in-law owns the building, and it was vacant, and so we just decided it was a perfect place to have a business.
All of Saul's children work alongside her. She believes there are many benefits of starting them early.
They are learning a lot on how to run a business. They are learning how to give back change, which is very important. A lot of people don't understand how to do that anymore, and they are getting a lot of interaction with a lot of different people.
Lanier enjoys visiting mostly because of the owner.
You can tell the owner of Sunset Slush really takes her job seriously and that she loves what she does and just passionate about the company she owns.
Saul says that business has been better than expected.
We have been very busy and very blessed and so thankful that we started the business.
I'm Hannah Creech, Wildcat News.
Thanks, Hannah.
On September 9th, a gas pipeline in Alabama burst, causing most of the southern East Coast to have a limited supply of gas. Assistant manager of a Shell gas station, Connie Pruitt, shares her insight of what happened.
250,000 gallons leaked into a reservoir and tried to bypass the leak. And that yesterday they tested it for pressure, and they were supposed to start pumping it by this morning, but I've been here so long I don't know if they did.
Pruitt explains what the experience has been like so far.
Well, we've had gas most of the time that everybody else has been out, so it's been pretty crazy in here. We've had cars lined up through the whole parking lot, and it's been pretty nuts.
People have been reacting in different ways due to the lack of gas.
Most of them have been pretty understanding, but I've had a couple irate people in here not understanding why we didn't have gas. I guess they don't watch the news.
Junior Monica Barton tells her opinion on how much gas affects our daily life.
It's kind of scary to think how much we rely on gas nowadays. Like, we can't go anywhere without it. A lot of jobs are based off of gas too. We depend solely on gas and we just take it for granted and we don't know what's next. Anything could happen with it.
Pruitt feels strongly on the subject of the limited gas.
From my opinion, if people would not have been going around hoarding the gas, we wouldn't have had a problem.
Now let's head over to Chase Faircloth with the rundown.
I'm Chase Faircloth, and welcome to the rundown. Here's the last week's scores. Last Thursday, volleyball won 3-1, JV won 2-0, and JV football lost 20-13. Friday, soccer won 7-0, football won 35-14. Monday, volleyball won 3-0, JV won 2-0, soccer lost 2-0, and JV won 4-3. Here's a look at the game of the week.
Last Thursday, varsity volleyball played the Roseville Rams. The Lady Wildcats made a comeback to close the game after the Rams took their first set. Kelsey Ellis gets an ace in the final set. Abby Barber spikes the ball into the Rams' court. Shelby Lackey stuffs to give the Wildcats a 20-7 lead.
Tonight, cross country and women's tennis are home and soccer is away. Thursday, volleyball and JV football are home. Soccer is away. Football is away on Friday. Cross country is away on Saturday. Monday, soccer is home. Women's tennis is away. Tuesday, volleyball and women's golf are away. I'm Chase Faircloth, and that's your week's rundown.
Thanks, Chase. Marissa, can you sing?
I like to think I can, but I'm not up to performing in front of crowds. Ariel Andrews reviews a student's gift.
Some students' hobbies may include singing, performing, or playing instruments, but one student's avocation combines all three into one. Junior Parker Bryant explains how she discovered her talents for theater.
I kind of grew up on the stage, so classrooms are really hard for me because you can focus on people's faces, and on the stage you can't. I had tried many different summer camps, including the Y, soccer, cheer. I think I was on a baseball and football team at one point. Nothing really made me excited to be there, and I was pretty good at everything but soccer, but I never really got excited about being there like I did at a theater camp that my parents signed me up for one time, and it got me really involved in something, and it was really exciting for me.
Bryant tells how theater has impacted her life.
Going into middle school, I wasn't very confident about myself, and my friends helped me with that, but also theater did, and music in general, because there's such a thrill of it being on stage. In theater, I felt like I could express myself without being judged. And so it took me a while, like up until 8th grade, but I finally started to express myself and speak up.
I'm Ariel Andrews, Wildcat News.
Thanks, Ariel. Well, that's all for us this week. If you have any comments, questions, or story leads, email us at wjstudentmedia@gmail.com or send us a tweet at wjstudentmedia.
And if you want to watch Wildcat News at home, on the go, or catch up on past episodes, go to wjstudentmedia.com or subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Landry Connors.
And I'm Marissa Prendergast. Thanks for watching and have a great week.